Hello world, WayofTime here bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion. So I'm just looking at the quests that I somehow managed to complete without knowing at all, and it seems that we got a double layer capacitor for making our nice machine chassis, and we also got another double layer capacitor for making an alloy smelter. Now let's see. Does it say anything about double layer capacitors? When you need to create unique alloys, the alloy smelter is a perfect addition to your base. Remember to set the modes in the GUI for the proper type of smelting. So if okay, once again, it is 8. So all smelting, basically that's what that was. So a capacitor basically increases the storage and the speed and the range of the machines. So this will increase the speed of this, and I also learned that I was just a few pixels off of the base, and I can extract and move a bunch of stuff from this. And I'm not entirely sure what the... One moment, I got someone in my base somehow. I'm not entirely sure what the Yada wrench will eventually do, but I'm sure it will be helpful for when I eventually get it, so it might be something that I want. Now, speaking about something that I want to figure out where the heck these guys are getting in, and if there is a way for me to beat it. Just beat it. Just beat it. And these are basically instant break. Let's see. Few possibilities. Possibility 1, no. Possibility 2, they might spawn, which isn't likely. Possibility 3 is they've still found another way through here, which is a possibility. Let's see. Yeah, they found their way again into here, which is not helpful. Now, something that I want to do, since I might as well, is see what we have down here. How many arrows do I have? I only have 11, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Way, you almost died right there. Like a complete and utter dumbass. And speaking about dumbass, okay, placing that won't kill me. Oh my gosh, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful with this. But the thing that I was noting is the fact that there is a chest there. And fire demons. Okay, that is definitely a nope. I am not going in there at all. I'm noticing that there's light there. So I think the things, or whatever, fell down and found that little nice hole in the wall and decided that it'd be a nice way for them to say, hello, hello, hello world. Well, they got their wish. At least that person did. I think I should keep this open though. Maybe, I'm not gonna keep it open. Screw that. Screw being a responsible adult. I don't need this junk. So what am I gonna do today? What I want to do is I think I'm gonna need to look into more of the quests and also start building up a bit more than what I've managed to do right now. I think the primary thing is automation. One of the automations things that I'm going to want to do is, let's see, what's the uses of this? I can use alloy smelters, obviously, but I think I might want to use a sag mill in order to automate the creation of this instead of pulvis. I don't know why it just all of a sudden escaped out there. I don't really like that, but oh well, what have you. Once I have that going, I can probably start routing things in a non-retarded manner, but we'll see how that... I sorted my dang inventory in the worst possible way, and it's kind of sucky. Anyways, I'm also going to want to automate the production of these saplings, so I think we'll have to check Ender IO for this. I think there's a chopper. Okay, can I search within the mod? I don't know. It probably... No, it's not that. Let's see. Ender IO. Ender Ion, Fibercast, Sag Mill, Power Monitor, Graphic, Farming Station. Farming Station might be this. This might be for only farms. Plants and harvest crops. That's not very good. I want to handle my wood. I need to handle the wood in the best possible way. It's probably something that is so stupidly easy that I just cannot believe that I can't find it. Let me try to find that. Okay, farming station plants and harvests crops, and it uses the appropriate tool and power, hoe and axe, meaning that it should be possible to, assuming that I can actually create this, it should be possible to, oh my god. Slice in spice, or splice, enter IO. This seems solarium. How do I make solarium? Solarium, it's a arc furnace or an alloy smelter. I got an alloy smelter, but I don't have soul sand. Soul sand, soul sand, soul sand. Soul sand, if I had it, would be in here. But I currently don't have it. So the goal is that I want to farm my wood, and the only way to do that in a non-retarded method is to create a farming station which should automatically plant all the crops that I need. However, in order to do that, I am going to need this solarium, which needs sand as well as those soul vials that I have here. So let's find two unfortunate victims. That guy was a little too unfortunate, apparently. Okay, you, I want you. Get in my bottle. That's one down, and I need one other person, maybe one of you. Oh, I'm definitely taking you. Want to go for a ride? Thank you. Okay, that should be enough soul sand at least to satiate my hunger for power, and it seems that they aren't attacking the backside, or at least my backside, so that's good. Once I have all this stuff automated in a actual smart manner, I am going to be so happy you have no idea. Then again, you probably have an idea because you've been watching me struggle for all this time without any end in sight. So we needed solarium in order to make this stuff. Let's just get the farming station ready and look at what we need. The main thing is diamond hoe, hooray, electrical steel, that we don't have. Alloy smelter needs silicon and coal powder. Coal powder I can make it easy enough. But silicon, let's see, enter IO, it requires a sag mill. And it's sag milling compressed sand, and that gives a pretty good chance to get all of this stuff. Could also sag mill clay or redstone ore. I don't think I want to do that, but let's get a sag mill. So sag mill is that. Do we have all the flint that I need? I don't think so. I would have put it here. 1. I got 1 piece of flint. Ah. Oh, nope, we got 11. 12 in total, so that is good. So I want to put this away. Maybe we should put some of our stuff in some sort of tech chest. That might be the best idea for us. Then again, let's see if there's any quests that go along this route. Yes, okay, that is cool. Sag mill is what I'm going to want to make anyways, because that's going to be, well, helpful. So sag mill, it needs the flint, it needs the machine chassis. I got the iron bars upstairs, I think. So let's take our iron plates and get our iron bars, saying the bar high apparently, and then we can do this. Let's break that since we're obviously not going to use it anytime soon. Iron bars. Where the heck are my iron bars? What's this machine? Yes, Stirling generator. I don't need that. Sterling opportunity, if I do say so myself. What does that even mean? I don't know. Anyways, search for our iron bars, I guess. I probably put it in a messed up chest because that's how I roll. Or I'm blind and there they are. Okay. So iron bars, let's combine them together to make our sag mill. Then we can start hooking all of this stuff up. We need nuggets, 4 nuggets. So I'll have you 2 redstone. Don't want to do that. Want to be smart with my crafting table because I gotta treat it as a resource. Not the best resource in the world, but still a resource. Piston, I don't have the cobblestone. I proved it wrong. And I'm going to need a... Why do I even have rope on me? Man, this inventory, I swear to God, it is the most messy I've ever seen in my entire life and existence, but I guess it's going to be what I have to deal with right now. We got that, we got that. We don't have the redstone once again because we decided not to take it all, but thankfully we do have an iron rod so we can make the piston, and with the piston we can make the sag mill, assuming that we have all the iron that we need. So there we go. I can actually start thinking about powering up these furnaces in a non-messed up environment, which isn't likely to be the case, honestly, so why do I even bother? Okay, so we got that. Let's see what the quest gives us. The quest gives us some dark steel balls and a heart of gold. Guess I might as well take that now, because it'll lead me to victory and beyond. Got some more of that cooking up. Okay, in our epic adventures, guns a-blazing, we can create gunpowder. Look up the recipe and produce some gunpowder to begin storing them for later. Okay, so I can at least do that now, then I can actually look for the recipe for gunpowder. So gunpowder, since it's going to be used later, I can craft it using cherry bombs, which I don't think I'm going to have. Blaze powder, I don't think that's the most helpful, or we could use saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal, or we can just use the blaze powder. So blaze powder, I think I'm gonna have to find a better use for that if that is actually the means of adventure that I need. And cherry bombs aren't craftable, they can probably only be found in dungeon chests, and these can't be found right now. I'm clicking them and trying to find a recipe for them, so that's not possible. Therefore, I need to use blaze powder in order to make gunpowder. Not the most helpful thing in the world, but at least it's something. That's another quest down. So let's see, with our completion, transporter might be helpful for when I actually transport all my stuff. So there's item conduits from Ender.io, but there's also the energy conduit, which I'm going to need to use for actually transporting power in a single location. So conductive iron is going to require redstone and iron, that I could have told you. And we also need, is this the thing that I need? Yes, okay, that is definitely the thing. And I also might want to have another capacitor bank to store the energy that I have. Ice shield AF. I don't think that's what I'm gonna want to have. It's certainly interesting, but it's probably not going to be the most helpful shield in the world. It uses red for RF though, so that... Anyways, I am getting sidetracked like there's no tomorrow. Darn, the soul vials, did it turn to glass, or did I... Okay, I probably picked that up somewhere else. So, let us get a set of stuff for us to work on. Sag mill. Do I want this to be my processing area? I think yes. Ooh, that was stupid beyond belief. Anyway, so I'll pick that up. What I want to do is maybe put the capacitor bank eventually there. And in fact, we can probably move this so that it's in a non-retarded location as well. So this is required. That's not required. So we can probably just get this. Grab that, grab the capacitor bank, and then we can put this here. I said we can put this here without falling down like a numbskull, which apparently isn't going to be the objective this episode. No, it's just going to be one of the things I have to deal with in a daily manner. And then we're going to have to bring this power to our capacitor bank, which we're going to just store kind of like that. We'll have another capacitor bank eventually there, but having it like there is fine enough. And then I have to decide whether I want to connect it like this, or if I'm going to have just conduits going out over there. These are nice for long distance, but they can't really hold much power, I don't think. Or rather, they can't transport as much power as I probably would like. But oh well, c'est la vie and all that. whatever. Screw physics, it works. So I'm still going to need to power the other stuff in the meantime, so let us get one of these so that it can actually connect, and we can worry about routing that up at a later date. Now we have our energy bank, and I think I can put... No, I can't put a capacitor in here, but I can put it in other machines. Then we'll just put the sag mill here because, you know, YOLO. YOLO and all that. Man. So much regrets. Anyways, now that our grieving is over, we'll put that in there. Where is our binding agent? I'm going to want to process that in a second, so I'm going to keep it there. And I also think I'm going to need those Enderium nuggets there. Binder. I don't think I have binder on me, so I'm going to need to grab that from here. No, it's from here. Eh. Man, if only this was voice activated, that works better. I probably also want to cook this up, because, you know, might be helpful to actually have a supply of something for a change. We're eventually going to have to think about setting up our resources. I think that is a good resource farm, honestly. If I can get it, the collection at least automated, I think that'll be good enough. But for now, that is good. Okay, these are done, so let's get that. Let's craft this up a storm. Go with that, and now we have some energy conduits that we can use in substitute for this. Words, English. Okay, so how do I want to do this? There's a few possibilities. I think for Ender.io machines, I'll just do something akin to placing them underneath our capacitors. Something like that. I mean, that's probably the most simple that I can go with, and it is definitely what I'm going with right now. We'll want to fancy up this later on, because having all these floating fences honestly is not the most endearing thing in the world. Okay, so there we go. We have that, we have that. I might want to move this, and eventually we are going to want some form of painter so that we can hide these. That'll solve our issue with it not being pretty. Speaking about not pretty, we don't have much energy. Oh, now I remember why I put the... Now I remember why I put the capacitor bank outside. The reason why I did that was so that the turrets would have a persistent amount of energy as well. Might want to change that, might not. I guess only time will tell, and I'm not keeping track right now. Okay, so we have that, and what did I want to do? I want to make the solarium in order to make our chopper. Let's see. Farming station, okay. Pulsating crystals, that's not a problem. The Z-logic thing, we need the slice and spice thing. So 1, 2 solarium, we need the silicon, so at least 2 silicon. It also needs apparently some tools. I'm not sure why. Sun crystal, I don't have that stuff. I'm pretty sure I do have zombie head. But we need some head. Painting machine obviously is not going to be very helpful in this endeavor. But we need 7 pieces of solariums, and solarium is made by gold ingot and soul sand. So let's take 7 of the soul sand along with 7, obviously 7 of this. Let's see, where is our binding agent? Okay, that made 2 pieces per, so that is good indeed. Put this in. Put this in. We're also going to need to make some more pulsating iron, which sounds lovely. Where the heck is my soul sand? There it is. So we're going to need to get 2 more of those, actually, because after this is done, which is going to take a while, not too long, actually. Once that's done, we can then start working on that. We're also going to need better energy source. I mean, this is good for persistent power, but... well, persistent and free power, but once we get our wood farm up and running, I think we're going to want to use that as our only means of fuel, because this will obviously need to be running all the time, especially if I want to expand its offensive capabilities, which obviously is something that I will want to do, but not right now. Maybe when I get a few more floors going and I have much more to protect and maybe the means to do so, that'll be something that I want to do. Okay, we got the solarium. Let's put that in, and I think it's just 2 of those. So once I get this solarium, I'll then get the zombie head. We have 3 zombie heads, so that's good. And we'll put this away temporarily because I don't need it. We also don't need that. Thankfully, we do have an area. Dark steel balls. This improves the efficiency of the actions that I am eventually going to need to do because I am going to need the silicon for reasons. For that, more specifically. This still needs the machine chassis, so let's get the gold. We have the redstone, we have the copper, that's already good. I want to make this. I think I put the plates, I got the plates, but I put the bars upstairs, which I am want to do. Setting the bar really high right now, apparently, and then we have the chassis, check. Additional nugget is additional. And we are good with that, but we still need to make this. We need shears, an iron axe. Yeah, I already made that. So shears and an iron axe. That's easy enough. I think I have all that I need to do that right now. Oops. What was I checking? Here we go. Shears. Okay, just simple iron ingots. That's good. So that. Thank you. And this. Do I still have stuff in my bag? Yes, I do, though nothing important. Okay, shears, iron axe, check, check. Can I make this yet? Yes, I can. Okay. And start powering this up. And to make it nicer, we'll have that disabled so that it doesn't look stupid. And it's going to slowly build energy, but what have you. So now we need to put our 2 remaining solarium here. That's good. We're also going to need to put 1 zombie head here. And what's the other parts? We need redstone and silicon. Is it silicon specifically? Yes, it is. That requires compressed sand or double compressed sand. Can I make that using my heat sand? I doubt it. I highly doubt that this is possible. No, it isn't. Okay. Unless I can convert that to regular sand. Silicon requires... Well, I could use this. Silicon dust. Crusher. That's obviously very helpful. The machine I don't have. No, that's not helpful. Okay, so silicon, either that or that. Obviously, I can't do that. I can use clay. Has an 80% chance to make 2. How much clay do I have? I have hardened blocks, but that is obviously not clay. Clay, bucket. Obviously not that helpful. I melted all my clay, dang it. That is not what I wanted to do, apparently. And I can't really unclayify this, or rather unharden that, so that's SOL. What isn't, though... I thought I could instantly break this before. Did I have to have it in my inventory to instantly break it? Or was I just complete numbskull and it's just... I don't know. I'm obviously missing something very helpful. Speaking about helpful, let's get this. Because that is the clay that I need. I mean, it's not much. What's that sound? Oh, that's someone getting hurt. Okay. That I can deal with. I enjoy your suffering, officer. Fear me! Okay. It seems like they are going close to it, then. I wonder if the barbed wire gets damaged. That's something I don't think I want to think about, because then I'm gonna have to think about repairing it, which is just gonna become a huge hassle. Anyways, let's sag mill this up. Thankfully, I quote-unquote have a few passes at this, so if I don't get the silicon that I need, eventually I will, since I can just, you know, anyways. There we go. This is not running because it's going to need What type of axes does it specifically need? Farming station requires shears. I think it just takes durability from it. It doesn't actually require full shears, but let us make our iron variant anyways, because we might as well at this point. We're also going to need... Anyways, let's not worry about what we need in a second. Progress going and stalled, because this thing is an energy hog. So that's going to take a while, unfortunately. Let's just take this out of the equation. Take that out of the equation too, though I do need that. I need to combine this with some diamonds, because I think I need 2. I know I need at least 2 for the other thing. Let's get this out of the way. Get the diamond nuggets, put this in the monster things. We'll craft these into our diamond variant, if we can, please. Thank you. Have some extras. And before I go insane, I know that I need a diamond hoe. Who doesn't at this stage in life? Yes, that is how you make a diamond hoe. This clicking is starting to annoy me. Annoy the bejesus out of me. We need 2 of these, so 2 of those. Get that. I know the rest of the pulsating iron is upstairs, so we can just slap those in the chest right here. You're still consuming, so let's get you out of the way, temporarily at least. Put that here so that we have the speed going at a non-stupid... Okay, it's still going at a stupid rate, because this energy generation method is not the best. So let's speed this up, I think. That'd be good. We can put that as an emergency fuel generation means. Also, it did have some stored energy, so that is good. Okay, once that is done, let us pick one of these up. I think alloy smelter there, and sag mill was there. We got that, so I think we have everything we need in order to make the farming station. No, we don't, obviously, because that would be too easy. Tools, tools everywhere. Why are you such a tool? Okay. So we need the capacitor, which obviously needs some more of this goodness. Oh my goodness. So capacitor here, that is good. We'll just throw... Obviously I could put that in my inventory instead of doing that, but oh well. Chassis, there we go. And we're still missing iron ingots? No, we're missing electrical steel, which, if I remember, silicon coal powder and carbon dust. Carbon dust, if I were to be a betting man, other than, oh my god, my inventory. You can bet on this. I think one of the things that you can definitely bet on is a full inventory in this pack. So let's put a few things away. I should have blocks on my bar all the time. We'll put that there. Definitely don't need that. Using my backpack might actually be a good idea for a change. Who would have known? Farming station, I need the electrical steel, which needs the coal, which is up here. I think I needed 4 electrical steel, so let's put this 4 down and grind this up. There we go. Won't take too long because we actually have energy for a change. And not that much energy, apparently, because energy hogs for the win. Okay, we did get our carbon dust, though. And if we combine this, and we'll only obviously want 4 of that, and we'll only want 4 of this as well. And that is much faster than I was expecting, so that is good. So we got that, and we got this. So electrical steel is slowly but surely making its way through this. Now, we already have so much iron here. Why didn't I think about using that? Let's keep that there. We are going to need to actually make more steel, though, so we are going to still, once again, need some fuel, which will be helpful. And once we have this, we can move onwards for figuring out what the heck we're going to do with this. Okay, so farming station get. So let's just take a look at its UI. Requires an axe. Might be able to use bone meal. This, I think, declares what can be placed and where. And it also needs fuel in order to do anything useful. So let us go outside and get a modicum of fuel. I think that'll be enough. We shouldn't use the blocks of coal. We should not use the blocks of coal because we will want to smelt those up a storm. I'm going to be risky here and plant it here. Actually, does this require to be on the same level? I don't know. Let us try same level first. Then we can worry about that after. So this power will go with, I guess, here. That makes the most sense. I do say so myself. We'll put 5 pieces there. That'll be enough. We also do kind of need our saplings. There. And our axe that we were trying to grind, which is a stone axe variant, but whatever. This is apparently a very good pit because even I fall in it. Though not as good as to kill me. Base uses 40 RF a tick. Wow. Do you have energy, or is it just getting lost in the ether? I would have thought that it would slowly build up energy first, and then worry about all that fun stuff. Oh, hi. I hope that was Enderman variant. Configure IO. I don't think that actually matters right now, so we are burning energy. I think we do need a bit more than this in order to be good. I think I need to actually read about this. Might be helpful. Okay, I think I want to test this first to see if I get anywhere. Might be helpful. Okay, there was Enderman, sorry, Herobrine thing, fellow person. Let's get this. Okay, so we got that. It's not cutting right now, but that might be because it uses a lot of energy and doesn't actually perform an operation unless it has the needed energy available, which it obviously doesn't at this juncture because, well, obvious reasons. Okay, I hope you guys aren't out of power because it'd be helpful if... You guys might be out of power. No, you aren't. Okay, because you only use so little, it doesn't matter. Let me try a bit more than that. I think I might need another Stirling generator in order to actually, well, do something. It might be helpful. Stirling... no. Generator. Maybe there's another generator I can use. Actually, additions, obviously, those are some things. Combustion generator, this makes, uses, yeah, burns liquid fuel, but obviously is not something I have access to. I'm just gonna wait a bit. Maybe I will, let this build up power first. Yeah, I'll let this build up power first, then I'll just hit it all at once, because that might be the issue. It might be that it needs to build up power, then something will happen. But then again, I could be barking up the wrong tree here. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay, I'm gonna interject before my outro because, well, I recorded an outro and then I figured out the bloody thing and why it wasn't working. So the reason why this bloody thing was not working was because it needed to have, you know, bone meal in order to work. Well, it didn't need bone meal. It needed to shear, which it didn't have at that time. Now, one thing that I don't think I like about this is that it seems that it drains energy regardless whether there's an operation that it can do. Which is silly. Like, if it's always active, meaning that it's always doing stuff, which I don't really like. What does this thing say? No seeds! Well, no duh. Let's lock this so that it doesn't actually use that. I guess we'll lock this maybe to seeds or something. Or saplings, rather. I mean, it says no seeds, but obviously it's a seedy operation right now. Maybe I need to have some sort of block detectors or something, or actually have some sort of energy source. That might be helpful. Or turn this off for now until you decide that you want to turn it on. Or have... what I could do is if I make a clock of some sort, I might be able to just have some sort of clocking thing where every 5 minutes it goes on for a minute or something, because it seems to be very fast, which is good for me when it's actually, well, doing stuff, but currently it's not doing that. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Hup! WayofTime here. Signing off. Double ah. Have a wonderful day. I am not falling for that.